So now, if you are a biological male who has a breast augmentation surgery, which a lot of trans individuals do to create the appearance of female breasts, so that's not allowed. But if you're I assume, but if you're transitioning female to male and have the top surgery is what they call it, that's allowed now under Facebook. But the part of it that I don't understand is if you are non-binary, then it is also allowed. So I have to assume that means if you're a female who just claims non-binary status, you are allowed to show female breasts, even though they will be visible as female breasts. And I'm now, my brain is exhausted. I got to tell you. This is one of those things where I saw the story on Twitter, and I initially thought to myself, you have that little quick gut check moment. You're like, is this a parody? You see a news story, you go, are they really doing this? Because people get caught on that, right? Look at this, and there's some very effective parody accounts out there. But no, this was real. This is a real story. And in Fox News reporting on it now, among many others, that Facebook is going to allow pictures of breasts. Just so everyone is clear, you are not allowed to have breast photos on Facebook.
Nudity.
Right? So you can't have topless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but even topless, like bottom nudity, definitely not allowed. But you can't show boobs.
There you go. You're joining. Yeah, you can't show nipple, to be specific, on Instagram or Facebook. And by the way, I'll just say this. There are some outfits that appear to defy physics to me when I see some of these Instagram influencers and their ability to not show a nipple. I don't know how these tops work, but that is the rule, right? If you're a woman, you cannot have a topless photo up. Now, they'll go to the edges of the extremes of gravity to somehow take you right up to the edge, but they haven't allowed it. But I saw this headline, too, and I couldn't believe it.
So Facebook is now allowing naked breasts if you are trans or claim to be non-binary, but not for cisgender women, as in women. So I understand. Just bear with me, everybody. Right now, Facebook will, if you're a woman, if you're a bikini model, or you're somebody who's just very comfortable with her body for whatever reason, and you want to take a photo at a topless beach, Facebook will shut that down, strike down your account. But if you are a trans woman who has had, I guess, I'm trying to make sure I get this.
I saw this headline, Buck, and I was trying to work through it.
Is this for if the boobs are gone? So you're a woman that has become a trans man, and there's no boobs, but there's like the scars or whatever that are there? Because I've seen that on Twitter. People have been sharing these photos. By the way, these surgeries are, the more that comes out about it, it's deeply depressing when you find out the pain, the long-term complications. These are not surgeries that healthy people should be having. Put that aside. Certainly not children, teenagers. But Clay, so now if you're a trans man, a woman who has had breast removal surgery, you are allowed to show your chest, I guess, because they're treating you like a man, right? That's one level of this. Am I getting that one right?
I saw the headline, and I literally, there's people out there whose minds are, I feel like I'm in a logic pretzel trying to figure all this out. So, baseline rule. Women are not allowed to be shown topless on Facebook or Instagram. All right, that's the number one rule. And men out there who have been trying to get a Playboy magazine since the 1940s, they understand there is a desire to see women topless. That's not allowed. All right, so baseline rule. But if a woman has her breast removed and decides to identify as a man, then theoretically topless photos would be allowed because the boobs would technically be removed, I guess. Is this the idea? And you're basically
what
like
I think
male.
Is going
like
on
you
here.
Can show men topless, obviously. It's funny to think how much different our society would be if men were not allowed to be topless too. But yes.
I want to be clear though, because so now if you are a biological male who has a breast augmentation surgery, which a lot of trans individuals do to create the appearance of female breasts. So that's not allowed. But if you're I assume, But if you're transitioning female to male and have the top surgeries, what they call it, that's allowed now under Facebook. But the part of it that I don't understand is if you are non-binary, then it is also allowed. So I have to assume that means if you're a female who just claims non-binary status, you are allowed to show female breasts, even though they will be visible as female breasts. And I'm now, my brain is exhausted. I gotta tell you.
That's the one. So what we're basically getting to is you can go topless, period. Right? That would be the solution that would apply no matter what. And I'm in favor of that.
Unless you're a woman with normal...
We may have actually reached.
If you're a woman with normal breasts, you're not allowed to go topless, right? That's the thing. Normal, healthy female boobs are banned, Clay. You should be furious.
Oh, well, then I am furious. What I'm saying is Facebook's new policy just needs to be everybody can go topless. Right?
Well, that's that's what it's heading toward.
That's where we're maybe headed to it. This is the first time. But yeah, I'm outraged. I am in favor of nipples being able to be exposed for adults. Now, this gets into the complicated fashion here, right? I don't even understand what's going on in the world. I feel like maybe you're the youthful millennial. I feel like everything is just crazy. And I'm only 43. I can't imagine for the people out there that are listening to us right now, Buck, that are 73 years old, like the whole concept of gender non-binary. Like, how do you just get to decide that you're neither a boy nor a girl? Like, what world have we created where you can just be like, yeah, I don't really feel like a boy or a girl. I'm both. Well, I don't understand how that's possible.
Well, I also want to be clear that what this shows you is that it's not about, it starts out with, hey, let's just all be cool to each other and let's be accepting. Now it's you actually are going to be held to this standard that is an unworkable and bizarre standard. This is kind of like when someone gets upset when they're mispronounced or misgendered. Okay, well, we're all operating on certain basic understandings of what genders are here. And if you're going to mess around with that, it shouldn't be on people to have to necessarily understand what land of make-believe you're choosing to live in. But that's where this goes. There are actual policy decisions that come from this, and you have to actually be a part. You have to be a part of the nonsense.